Good morning. This is Coach DiCarlo, and I thought to share some of my morning meditation with you. We're going to be coming from the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and we're going to be starting with verse 8. Now, what this is not a Bible study. This is a metaphysical study in Scripture. And the difference is, I'm not trying to guide you towards religion. What I'm trying to guide you towards is a liberated life in your thinking. So we're going to be speaking again from the book of Matthew, chapter 7, beginning with verse 7. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be opened. For everyone that asks receives. Everyone that seeks finds. And to him who knocks it shall be opened. Or what man is there of you, whom if his son asks for bread will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish will give him a serpent? If ye, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? Now what we're talking about is a mindset. He says, to everyone that asks, how do you ask? Whatever you're giving your attention to, you're asking, shall receive. Everyone that seeks, what is it that you're looking for in your mind's eye? What is it that you're imagining in your mind's eye? That's what you're going to manifest. So if you focus on the good, the lovely of good report, then that's what you're going to manifest. If you're focusing on lack, loss, and limitation, then of course, that's what you're going to manifest. Him who knocks, the door shall be open. What are you feeling for? See, in the secular world, we have something called NLP, and they call the visual, the audio, the kinesthetic. In the spiritual realm, we call it the asking. Ask, seek, and knock. But we're still talking about the same thing. When we're talking about the visual, we're talking about the seeking. When we're talking about the audio, we're talking about the asking. And when we're talking about the kinesthetic, we're talking about the knocking on the door or the feeling. What we see is that there's a parallel between that which we're talking about in a secular mindset and that of a spiritual mindset. But what you have to understand as creators is that whatever it is that you're focusing on naturally is going to be manifested in your life. He says, whom of you, if your son asks for a piece of bread, will you give him a stone? Conscious mind is father. Subconscious mind is mother. If you set your attention on bread, if what you're seeking to manifest is bread, then of course what you're going to manifest is bread. You're not going to manifest a stone. But in reverse, if you set your attention to manifest stone, you say, well, who would do that? It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to get you to understand is what you give your attention to is what's going to be manifested in your world. He says, or if he asks for a fish, will you give him a serpent? You can't set your attention on fish and manifest a serpent because that's not how conscious mind works when you're operating from a place of feeling. When you're operating from a place of feelings, whatever you're giving your attention to, that's what you're going to manifest. So if you're giving your attention to the woes of the world, then the only thing that you can manifest is more woes of the world. He says, if you being evil know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more should your Father who is in heaven give good things to them that ask? Your Father is always manifesting your desire through you. God can only manifest through you what you're sending out by way of consciousness. So when you begin to pray as though the thing that you're seeking to manifest is already your reality. Begin to get excited and hold in your emotional state that thing as already being manifested. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. Because of this, you have to resonate or vibrate that which you're trying to manifest. You can't vibrate abundance when you're resonating or vibrating lack. You can't do it. It's an impossibility. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be open. Asking is what you're setting your attention to. What is it that you're thinking about all day long? Seek, what are you imagining? What are the outcomes that you're seeing for yourself? Knock, what are you feeling? What are you taking action on? Creators, Only you can create your perfect world. Not God or man. Only you can create your perfect world. This is Coach DeCarlo saying, have a great and abundant day.